Alrighty guys, so in this video we're going to talk about how to determine your detention rate. First we're going to talk about what is detention pay. Detention pay is a fee that you may or may not get paid while waiting a period of time to get loaded or unloaded at a shipper or receiver. So basically when you're going to get loaded for your freight, a lot of times, sometimes you'll have an appointment time. So let's say, for example, you arrive at your shipper at your scheduled appointment time, which is around 1 o'clock p.m. However, while you're at the shipper, you don't get loaded until 8 o'clock that night, so 8 p.m. Normally, the driver is upset, the company is upset, so you or your company will ask for detention pay because there was a layover. Those extra hours of layover will cause you and your company to lose money due to the fact the driver is now getting a late start with the load, and you may also have to offset another load. So let's say, for example, if you have another load that's picking up tomorrow that you already have pre-booked, and you have a schedule to pick that up, since he didn't get loaded until 8 p.m., he now has to drive to deliver that load, get it off before he can pick up the next load. So that offset is going to cause you to lose money, because if you pre-book the load, that broker may say, well, no, we're going to cancel and give it to someone else, especially if it's a really good load. So now you and your company, is missing out and losing money as well. So that's why the carrier normally asks for detention pay or want to get some type of compensation for their time. So first thing you need to figure out is, what is your operating cost? Even, before you book a load and you're looking on the load board, you're trying to find loads to book for your company, the first thing you need to figure out is, what is my operating cost? Okay. So operating cost is going to be every expense that is needed to run your company. Examples are going to be your fuel, your maintenance, what you pay your drivers, insurance, your tractor and trailer notes, etc. Any maintenance for your equipment for your company, okay? Now, basically, you're going to find your operating costs by keeping a track of all expenses for your company. You're going to add up those expenses and divide your monthly expenses by the total miles driven in that month. That will basically give you a cost per mile that your company must make to pay your expenses only. Now, that doesn't include any profit. Okay? So let's say your operating cost is about $1.25 per mile. That means you must make $1.25 a mile on each load you take just to cover your operating expenses. Okay? But you must make more than $1.25 per mile so you and your company can see profit. So basically, why is the detention rate so important? Well, if your truck isn't moving, you aren't making any money. A truck that's sitting isn't making any money, and you still have bills that are going to be due every month, okay? And those companies that you have to pay, they don't care if your truck isn't making any money. They don't care if your truck is in the shop getting fixed. They want to get paid, okay? So the longer the truck sits, the more money the company loses out on. So basically, you ask how to receive detention pay. So normally detention pay is discussed up front prior to even taking a load from a broker, and it also should be included in your rate confirmation. A lot of brokers will include in the note sections of your rate confirmation detention pay after 2 hours, something like that. It may be $50 an hour, $100, $75 an hour. Now, if you aren't sure, all you have to do is ask. Just ask the broker, will you receive detention pay on the load? Now, not all loads will pay detention, so make sure you ask. If you're booking a load for someone or for yourself, and that broker tells you it's a first come, first served facility, that basically means the first truck that gets in, that's the first truck we're going to unload. So you don't have an appointment time. Normally, if you're given an appointment time and you're there, a little bit before your appointment time and you're waiting all day, then that's when you receive detention. A lot of the first come, first serve facilities do not pay detention pay. However, there may be a few that do. Okay. Now, most brokers will require that your bill of lading is signed with your in and out time so they can determine the amount of hours they will pay for detention. Now, guys, I have seen this several times where a trucker will go, to get loaded, but they never got anyone to write their in and out times on the bill of lading, and the broker is like, well, you don't have your in and out times, we're not paying attention. So it is very important that someone puts the in and out times from the time you arrive to the time you left so you can get detention pay. Now, most of the time, there is usually a grace period before detention kicks in, normally about 2 to 3 hours after you have arrived. Again, this information should be on your rate confirmation. Detention is paid after 2 hours upon arrival or after 2 hours from your scheduled appointment time. If your appointment time is at 1 o'clock and you get there at 8 a.m. in the morning, that doesn't consider detention because your appointment is at 1. So normally 2 to 3 hours after your scheduled appointment time. Now, if you are eligible for detention pay, the broker will send over a new rate confirmation showing the updated pay, and you will use that rate confirmation when sending in paperwork to get paid. Okay, so let's say you were taking a load for $1,000. Now you have some type of detention pay, and now they're going to pay $1,250, give you extra $250 or $150. They're going to send over a new rate confirmation that's going to show detention pay, and you're going to use that rate confirmation when you factor, or if you're billing the broker directly, you want to send that new rate confirmation in along with your other documents so you can make sure you get paid. All right, guys. So basically, if you want to receive more information, or a business consultation. We do provide business consultations for trucking company, brokerages, or just anyone who's looking to get in the trucking or the transportation industry. Visit our website, www.bumblebeedispatch.com. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please like it, share it on your social media sites, and subscribe.